Hey guys, so it's me, Kingston, and if you're new to my channel, I'm gonna make some cool things today, and my mom's here
Just to help.
and what you will need is a hot glue gun, a old sock that you don't even want or that doesn't match, pom poms, and some gems, googly eyes. And yeah, so we'll get you started. So you basically have this cool sock, right? And your sock. You need to lay it down as flat as you can to make it as good. And then you have these little things, I want to show you like two samples. So this is one of them. It's basically a bow that we're gonna be making. And people, this little guy, and this is like sort of similar, like another pom pom, but well, that must have been. They could use cotton ball. You guys could use cotton balls. Anything that like is particular close to this or this, like almost anything. But you could just put some glue. So you basically have a hot glue gun, right? You put some glue on that thing that you're using, like cotton ball or anything, and you're putting it basically right on like this, basically. So then you could go like this to make it a little faster if you wanted to. So then it's super easy to do. You could just go like this. So when you're almost done, I'll give you the second step. You could use any kind of glue that will stick on perfectly. So, yeah. It doesn't, you could choose the color, which kind of color you want to make it, but I choose these colors. And the second step is you have this, right? But
put it aside.
You have that, right? Now we're gonna do pom pom people. So you want a pom pom, right? And then you want to have like any color pom pom as like the body, and then you have like basically some of these or something. Anything that is close to this, these, or like anything. So you basically just put a little piece of glue, and then you go like that. That'll make it easier to do. Because hot glue gun like this one, this is a really fast one, so it only takes like 10 seconds to do it. So
but you have to always be really careful with the hot glue gun and always make sure your mommy and daddy are there to watch you if you're using a hot glue gun. Another thing that we always do is we always make sure we put down some paper on the table before we start our crafts so that we don't ruin the table.
Yeah, and then it gets all sticked onto there, and then you need to redo it. And
we usually just use like a grocery bag, and we cut it open, and then we lay it out flat so there's lots of room for you to work, and then the table doesn't get ruined. It doesn't make a mess.
Oh, and also go on Primp and Play.
This guy. So he usually uses 2 of the same size pom-pom for the body and for the head. And then for the arms and the legs, he uses smaller ones. So if you only have one size pom-pom or cotton balls, you can cut the bigger ones in half, and then they'll be a little bit smaller for the legs and the arms. But if you don't have a hot glue gun, you can always use Elmer's glue too at home. It just takes a little bit longer to dry, so once you put the glue on it, just make sure you set it aside and let it dry for a little bit.
Oh, and also look at our other video. And look at Melrose Jr. because I'm also a Melrose Jr. I need to regrow the head. Let's stick down to this.
Because you have a little tricky.
I'm trying to split this. But you could also make it like here or anywhere that's like anywhere where you want to do it. No, I don't think so. Okay, so I'm gonna let you go a little overboard on me. So you could have any color pom-pom and just put it for his feet, and that's like the third step. And then so then when you're done with that, you can like if you have like a couple of these crystals, see, any color crystal you want, you could just maybe put it right there to make a little necklace or anything, and just put one. I prefer you just put one because if you do a lot, it will just ruin the color that you have. But you could do it still if you want. So then, when you're done with your mini, so you also need to have some of these eyeballs, googly eyes, and then you just need to get a couple, like maybe like 2. That's like a good amount. And you can make as many of these little guys or as many boats as you want. Just come back to this video if you want, or if you remember. So fourth step is you want to go. So then the next step is you could go back to your boat and accessorize it and all that stuff. Put some like maybe gems all over it, or some feathers, pipe cleaners to like attach it to something. Anything.
If you bend the pipe cleaner in half like this, you can put it on. You can glue it on the boat, and then it's sort of almost like making a sailboat. So you can shape it however you'd like. This one's still drying a little bit, so it's a little tricky. This boat we've had for a while.
Yeah.
It's be a little easier on this one. But then it can be a sailboat.
Yeah. You could also make it like this.
Kingston likes to keep his kind of plain, but you can add
like,
feathers.
Look, so you basically have another normal one, right? You could go like this, and then you go like that, and that's how you make that.
Yeah, you could do a double sail.
Anything you
can add lots of feathers.
Sometimes, like only you need to stick to some of my rules, and then you could do almost whatever you want.
You can always add on whatever you want. Any crafts that you have at home.
Anything, like when we're done, you could do anything.
Mm-hmm. So now we're putting on the legs on this little guy. And his eyeballs.
And these are eyeballs, I would prefer if you have like a sort of big head, you could use a couple of these, or if you have like a humongous head, like this guy,
Yeah,
you could sort of use like
This was another guy he made with bigger pom poms. So you really can use any size pom poms you'd like.
Oh.
Okay, put their eyes on. We want to show them the finished product.
And also hit the bell notification and subscribe. Put that thumbs up. My mom's crazy. That's it.
This little guy just makes me laugh and laugh.
And bark.
Oh.
So this is sort of mine. He doesn't look good. He doesn't really look so cool, but I still like him. And so we need to move on to the bow. So the bow, what is it again? I forget.
Are you gonna put the gems on?
You could also put some gems if you want. I'm not trying to like tell you to or bossing you. I just want to tell you something. But look at this bow closer. What do you see? What do you see on it?
I see eyeballs on the front.
Yeah, so you could put like, you can make that girl in the movie on Caribbean,
Pirates of the Caribbean?
Pirates of the Caribbean, and you could sort of make that girl who goes on the boat, like the mermaid. If you want. So, I forget.
If you want to add anything else to your boat, you can.
Yeah.
Or I think we gave them a good enough tutorial. I think we can show them the samples and then they can take it from here.
No, I didn't show them.
So let's put all of our samples together over here. So let's see. We have this pirate ship.
Wait, no, that's not.
Yeah, Kingston doesn't like that. We just did that to show you guys. But there's one little pirate person. This guy still needs eyes, you guys. Tell Kingston to put eyes on this poor guy.
No, I didn't. No, that
he likes
just,
that guy without eyes.
No.
Oh, that was my favorite.
I don't like.
Oh my goodness. It's my favorite because it's pink. Let's see. We've got this big old guy here. So this is our guy.
He's one of the fattest ones.
This is our guy with the big pom poms.
But he could only fit in this one.
He only fits in the big ship with the eyeballs.
Because look, then he's bad. Then he's good.
So there you have it, guys.
Also, we have this little baby.
So what do we think? Will we see everyone back next Wednesday?
Yeah, we'll see you guys back in Wednesday.
We're going to think of a brand new craft for you. Can't wait to see you. Bye, guys.
Goodbye.